Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Uncensored Soliloquy. I hope you had a fantastic day. I've certainly had a very good week, experimenting with lots of new ideas on my main channel, and thanks to your participation and also your feedback, I'm really enjoying the process. Now, today I want to talk about something that's related to what I've been doing all week, which is creativity. So creating new things can be very exciting, but what is the definition of creativity in the first place? So I'm sure that there are lots of different definitions, but the definition I'm going to use today comes from my favorite TED Talk speaker. His name is Sir Ken Robinson, so he's an educator, and he defines creativity as the process of having original ideas that have value. So I thought this is a really good definition. So there are two parts to it. So the first one is having original ideas. So how can we come up with original ideas? I think it's quite simple. All you have to do is come up with a new combination of things that you already know. So for instance, I could randomly combine two things together. For instance, a computer screen and chocolate. And then what do I get? A computer screen that's made out of chocolate. So that might be an original idea that you've never thought of before. But remember the second half of the definition of creativity. It has to have value. So is there value in having a computer screen that's made out of chocolate? Maybe. But I'm not sure if there's a demand for such a thing. So I think in this way, coming up with new ideas is quite simple, but coming up with new ideas that have value is very difficult. But from my experience, every time I come across this great invention or creative idea, I always think to myself, wow, that's so simple. Why didn't I come up with that? So for instance, like Uber Eats. I mean, that's just a combination of delivery service and ordinary person. Yet nobody really came up with that idea until very recently. And now it's a very big business. Now I'm sure that there are potentially many other ideas that are so simple, but nobody has thought up of them yet. And I think that's one of the exciting things about trying to think creatively. And as most of you probably know, I conducted an English debate using the chat feature on YouTube. So all I did was just combine debate and YouTube chat. And then I came up with doing an English debate on a YouTube chat. And thankfully, there were lots of people who seemed to enjoy it. And I also realized there's an advantage of doing a debate using the chat feature instead of using Zoom or something like that and debating face-to-face. And that is, I'm able to look back at the chat after I finish the live streaming, and then I can pick up certain phrases and then introduce them in another video, just as I did today. And I was able to come up with this idea thanks to your feedback. So I'm very grateful. Thanks for your help. So as I said, there are probably still so many things out there that have not yet been discovered, waiting to be discovered. So I'm looking forward to thinking creatively and hopefully coming up with some great ideas that will be useful for everyone. Alright, so tonight's talk was on creativity. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good night.